TikTok. This video is for entertainment purposes only.
Peace, family. Welcome to another podcast episode of Unpolitically Correct. Today's topic of discussion is Anthony Weiner's laptop shows Clinton, bring a child. Now, we jumping right into this, y'all. And I've been working on this so tirelessly. As you can see, I've been going and I ain't got no jury on. I ain't got no nothing. I didn't grab me a pack of beaters. I ain't even been getting all the way dressed. I grabbed me a pack of beaters, and I'm just, when y'all see me day after day with these white beaters on, no, I'm running through the pack. I'm on this shit. When I tell you I'm on this shit, I'm on this shit. Like after this live stream, I'm finishing a PowerPoint. So, this Pizzagate presentation I'm putting together about to be so crazy. And I'm on this shit because this shit has, for me, this has taken everything that I've ever put out for the last 5 years and actually shown me the targets within the government of who these motherfuckers is. So now we know what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting out the information about the rituals and this, that, and the third. But now we know exactly who is doing these shits. And so, y'all got to know the difference between, the incidences and the time frames of when this shit happened. Pizzagate is not Frazzle Drip, okay? Frazzle Drip is what led to Pizzagate. So this Hillary Clinton shit and this Anthony Weiner shit is what led, and this John Podesta shit is what led to Pizzagate. Because when they searched the emails, they found Comet Ping Pong being mentioned over 12 times in, conjunction with undercover terminology that the FBI has already confirmed as far back as 2007 to be code words for. So when they searched these people's laptops, they basically found them talking to each other in lingo and then mentioning the destination of these crimes, out of all of the places, one of them being Comet Ping Pong, which was mentioned over 12 times. So y'all gotta, I'm gonna give y'all the ladder, but like I said, I'm just catching y'all up to speed. So when I give my presentation, you're not totally out of the loop if you never heard of this shit before. But today, okay, I'm gonna be showing y'all before I pull this up and I open the call lines up. What I'm gonna be showing is General Michael Flynn. I'm gonna be showing his attorney confirm that there was criminal activity on Anthony Weiner's laptop with Hillary Clinton that should be able to put her away from life for life. This is General Michael Flynn's attorney. Okay, I'm gonna show news clips of them investigating and confirming the existence of Pizzagate, and I'm gonna just show a whole lot of proof. But I'm gonna let y'all know, man. I'm gonna save it to the end, so I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let y'all know at the end of this. I'm gonna show an actual screenshot from the video. From the video where Hillary Clinton allegedly that girl. Now somebody sent me the screenshot on Twitter from a Q post, okay? And I believe the image to be right and exact and to be true. I don't believe the image to be photoshopped. So I have to be honest with y'all about the origins of where I got this image from. I got this image from a patriotic entity on Twitter. Shout out to the patriots in the white American community. Okay, one of them commented this picture underneath my Frazzle Drip post that I made on Twitter. And this comes from a Q source, allegedly, hoping, and I don't believe this picture to be fake. And so as I show everything, I'm letting y'all know at the end, I'm going to show the actual image of the victim, at the end of this. So if you can't stomach it, if you're not built like that, I'm warning you now. I'm going to be showing it, and I will warn you before I show it, and you can spin off. But with that being said, we cannot, be selfish and be like, I can't stomach that, I can't take that, because you're not the victim. We owe it to the victims of these, satanic mother to tell their story. And so we can't be so weak to the point where, the carnage that they endure deters us from telling their story. We got to tell their story. Just the same way we want people to tell our story about slavery and the shit we went through, we got to speak up on behalf of these babies. And so this is a gut-wrenching, mind-twisting topic, but it must be discussed as ferociously as we discuss any other topic, because I don't give a fuck about none of that. Ain't no country open back. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I need to see some motherfucking arrests. If I don't see no motherfucking arrests, don't come to our community arresting us. Period. I don't want to hear it. Don't come to the black community arresting nobody else until you motherfuckers go arrest that bitch. Until Hillary Clinton, everybody need to get on go. I'm telling you right now, we need to get everybody on the same topic. We need to get everybody on the same accord, and we need to have the black community on one accord. We not fucking with no disrespect to the police. We not going to war with y'all. We not becoming terrorists, but we need to force these motherfuckers to do their job. Straight up, we need to force these motherfuckers to do their job. No state and no federal law enforcement should be allowed to make any arrest in our community until they arrest this bitch Hillary Clinton. I'm not saying that crime should be okay, but do not keep coming to our neighborhood arresting us for the bullshit that we're doing in our impoverished communities, and you have a motherfucking satanic, psychopathic terrorist on the loose. That's straight up. 12 officers seen this video, and 9 of them are, okay? Now y'all know, and you've been following me on this channel, I showed John Podesta toward little boy. Then yesterday I showed him and his brother Tony Podesta's satanic and art collection. Now today, I'm gonna tie it all in with Anthony Weiner's laptop and how Hillary Clinton was on there, little girl, okay? And they cut her, they like a fish. And so I'm gonna let y'all know. I want to see some motherfuckers in the comments talking about she's dead already. I need to confirm. I need that confirmed. I'm tired of the conspiracy shit. I'm tired of having to guess. I'm tired of all this shit, dog. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. My tax dollars is not going to these agencies for them to be doing shit and not informing me about what the fuck they do. I need to know this bitch is dead and gone. If the bitch is dead, I need it confirmed. I don't want to hear nothing about no motherfucking she's the bitch. No, I want to hear that the bitch is she's and her clone is still running around. Then tell me if that's a clone. But we need to know what's going on with this bitch, because I'm telling y'all right now, it's gonna be a hell of a motherfucking time in 2020. Straight up, because I'm blowing this shit out the wall. I'm blowing this shit out the wall. Straight up. Straight up. Everybody like that video. Smash that like, like this video. Smash the like button. Let's get this shit through the algorithm. Share this video everywhere. Straight up. Share this video everywhere. Share this video everywhere. Okay. This shit is crazy, y'all, but we got to get through it. We got to get through it. Okay. Let me share my screen and we will begin. Now, like I said, I don't feel like pulling my PowerPoints out. I don't feel like doing all of that, especially while I'm in the process of completing it. So what I've done is I found other entities who have done, you know, a great job, and I believe they've done a great job because I've come to the same conclusion in my research, whether it was reading books or reading articles. And so here I have 2 different YouTube videos that we're going to hop from. And one is from Seeking the Truth, and then the other one is from Annette Sivadangs. And they've done an amazing job putting this story together. And I know that they did it right because I've come to all of the same conclusions, you know, via independent research. And so we're going to watch these videos, and these videos are going to catch y'all up on what Pizzagate is, how it started, what Frazzle Drip is, you know, how it started. And, you know, you should have a full understanding of what the fuck is really going on in this country. Mind you, I want to say this. This shit came out in 2016. It's 2020. How is this bitch still running around? This shit came out. This bitch ran for the presidency, and she had a whole tape of her child circulating around the internet. And this bitch was running for president. Why was this shit not on the news? Why was this shit not on CNN? Conspiracy or not? Why the fuck was it not on CNN, and why was it not on the news? Straight up. Straight up. Straight up, why was it not? So we're going to blow this shit up, dog. We're going to blow this shit up. And I'm going to let y'all know right now, I don't want to hear none of that, dog. I don't want to hear none of that. Turn up in this motherfucking country. Make some motherfucking noise in this motherfucking country. I don't give a fuck how you do it. I'm not saying be criminal, but I don't give a fuck how you do it, dog. Blow this bitch up. Retweet this motherfucking video. Go on my Twitter. I got everything on my Twitter. All the receipts on my Twitter. Man, listen, screenshot the shit in case anything ever happened to my social medias. Repost that shit, dog. I cannot be the only motherfucker blowing everything up. We need everybody on it. We don't need one young furrow. We need a million young furrow. We need a million motherfuckers blowing these people up and demanding motherfucking answers, dog. And demanding answers. And for all you motherfuckers that be talking about, you know, these people might want some smoke. Listen, I want some smoke. So there is no, it's time to blow this shit up, dog. It's time to drain this motherfucking swamp. Period. Period. Even if it got to be some blood getting shed. It's time to drain this motherfucking swamp. Straight up. Now, let's just dive right in. Let's just dive right in. Here we go.
Well, the NYPD has confirmed that a sickening pedophile sex tape featuring Hillary Clinton is about to be released to the public.
Now, this is from 2017. And the NYPD did confirm this shit at the time. I want to say that this is not conspiracy. But the question is this, and I'm gonna be pausing and narrating it because I gotta keep it up to date. Why did the NYPD never release this information? See, now what I do know for a fact is that the NYPD told the FBI if the FBI don't investigate that they were going to release this shit themselves. And the NYPD made copies. So they said, you know, they didn't trust the FBI. So they told the FBI, you know, if y'all burn this shit, if y'all get rid of this shit, it don't matter because we got copies. So they told the FBI to do their job. Now we want to know why the NYPD didn't release this shit. Because apparently the FBI didn't do their motherfucking job. That's clear as day. James Comey helped cover this shit up, who was the FBI director at the time, who Donald Trump out his own mouth said was a dirty cop. And James Comey is the one who helped set up General Flynn. And General Flynn's attorney is the one who said for a fact that this shit was on the laptop. So now we know why General Flynn was actually set up, because they're trying to cover their ass. But on top of that, we want to know why the fuck did the NYPD not release this motherfucking tape like they said they was going to do since the FBI did not do their job. But let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
What's up, everybody? Truth Seeker here. This isn't the first time I heard this claim, but it seems like it's resurfacing again to the top because stuff isn't moving fast enough. It says, according to investigative journalist Liz Crocken, sources within NYPD claim the video is the Rosetta Stone of information connecting senior politicians such as Clinton to an elite pedophile ring. According to Crocken, there is a video of Clinton engaging in a sexual act with her aide, Huma Abedin, and an underage girl.
Hillary Clinton sex tape.
Now, this is an investigative journalist confirming the existence of the tape. So even outside the NYPD, other sources are confirming that this shit is real. And I want to say this before you know y'all hear it somewhere else. These motherfuckers tried to put out a fake version of the tape to make it seem like it was conspiracy. But that got fact checked, and it was confirmed that, yes, after they was told that I mean, after it came out that this bitch was on tape some kids, a fake tape did come out after that Hillary Clinton and her team put out to try to make everybody seem like they was tripping. But distinguishments were made, and it was confirmed that there is an actual tape of this bitch, a little girl on tape. So when you see the hoax tape, I want you to know that yes, it is a hoax tape circulating the internet, but that does not stop the fact that there's also a real tape that was out first. And the reason for the hoax tape is to try to downplay the validity of the real one. Now let me run this back.
Huma Abedin and an underage girl.
There is a Hillary Clinton sex tape that exists, but guess what? It's not fake, okay? So on Anthony Weiner's computer, there was a file that was titled Life Insurance. And in this file, there are videos, allegedly, sex videos, including a sex video of Clinton, allegedly with Huma Abedin, and an yes, believe it or not, women can be pedophiles too.
Liz Crokin is a right-wing journalist who has dedicated her career to exposing the supposed fact that leading government, entertainment, and business leaders are involved in a massive satanic pedophile cult. Posted a video on the Liberty One TV network earlier this week in which she asserted that a featuring will soon be released and will prove once and for all that the Pizzagate conspiracy theory is true. Citing an article from Newsweek about a Russian internet troll who claimed to have worked for a propaganda agency that produced a fake Clinton that was designed to be released during the two propaganda agency.
Now, this is John Podesta. I mean, this is John Podesta right here. And before I let this image just go by, this is a real picture that this nigga took. And you got to ask yourself, okay, not only do he got damage on his hands, okay, and he got a Band-Aid on his hands, like, you know, how did he fuck his hands up? Why do this nigga got the age of a boy on his right hand and then the age of a fish on his left hand? Because when you look up these numbers and symbols on the FBI website in regards to encrypted, you know, lingo, these are symbols that denote that this is how talk to each other. John Podesta is not just some random motherfucker. John Podesta was the chief of staff in the White House. The nigga worked with Hillary Clinton. Okay? These is not just average, normal motherfuckers. Straight up. Straight up.
That produced a fake Clinton sex tape that was designed to be released during the 2016 election in order to help Donald Trump. Crokin insisted that a real Clinton sex tape does exist and that the Newsweek article was just an effort to dismiss it as fake once it is released, just like they did with the pizza parlor. They had a guy go in there with a gun just to make the whole Pizzagate thing sound like it was all just fake and baloney, and there was no hostages held in a dungeon or anything, all just fake and baloney. And
this was another article. Julian Assange. My next leak will ensure Hillary's arrest. What happened to this leak? Why did the leak never come out? I mean, where the fuck is these leaks at? You know what I'm saying? Where's these leaks at? Now let's keep it moving.
There was no hostages held in a dungeon or anything there. It was literally that whole entire thing was set up just to make the whole entire thing sound like it was a ridiculous conspiracy theory. They did. They tried to spin that so bad. They tried, and the people that actually listened to the mainstream media believed it. They actually believed what they were saying. Oh, look,
this is the FBI website, and I know this to be true because I went on the shit my damn self. Symbols and logos used by to identify preferences. See. So when people talking about Pizzagate, pizza is a term used to identify girls, and hot dogs is a term used to identify boys. And when you look right here, you see that this is a symbol for boy lover. And this right here, that's the pizza, was the symbol for Comet Ping Pong. And then after they got blew up, they changed their logo.
Some crazy nut went in there with a gun shooting up the place thinking that there was kids held as hostage there and stuff. They really knew what they was doing there. But we all know it's real. We know it's real.
Well, Pizzagate. Pause. I'm not going to get here yet. We're going to skip through this. We're going to get to this in a minute. I want to just keep catching y'all up. Hold up.
Sex tape featuring Clinton. Her top 8 who known posted this article since the magazine says,
here we go.
Hasn't any investigation taken place? That's Reality Check.
It says, asserting that it was no coincidence that Newsweek posted this article since the magazine is an arm of the deep state and employs known pedophiles. Crokin said that a genuine sex tape featuring Clinton, her top 8 Huma Abedin, and an underage girl was discovered by authorities when they seized the laptop owned by Abedin's husband, Anthony Weiner. Crokin claimed that there were so many videos featuring high-level political figures doing horrible things to children found on Weiner's laptop that when NYPD officers watched them, they stated that it made grown men cry. It is only a matter of time before all these files are released, Crokin said. And if and when this happens, let me tell you, no one will be able to deny the Pizzagate isn't real. Nobody will be able to deny the likes of the Clintons and John Podesta, and many politicians and many members of Congress are involved in the satanic kids. So, I mean, this is just backing that story that was released about right around the same time, I'd say about last year. It's been about a year since the story has been released that the NYPD actually obtained a tape that has Huma Abedin doing something with a minor on it. And there's several other figures also involved in this file. This file was reported that it was labeled life insurance. Like this was Anthony Weiner's backup plan in case anything ever was going to happen to him. He had this.
Because that's what it was. Now let's get to this one. We're going to get right to the sauce. Let me get y'all right to the sauce. Here we go. Let me get y'all right to the sauce.
Pizza place for himself. This media,
No, it's real. We know it's real.
well, Pizzagate. It became a major story when an armed man decided to investigate a DC area pizza place for himself.
Pause. Hold up. Let me take the let me take this down for you. Hold up. Let me make this smaller so y'all can see the whole screen. All right. Hold up. Let me go back. I didn't hit the wrong damn button. Hold on, y'all. I didn't hit the wrong damn button. Let me go back. Boom. All right.
John Podesta
Let me get out
shower
of
rate
theater mode.
of audio. And
All right. Here we go.
Report the story. I've got to warn you, what we're going to talk about tonight will be disturbing to some people, but this is a reality check you won't see anywhere else. Pizzagate actually comes from the WikiLeaks release of hacked emails from Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta.
Pause. Because I gotta reiterate this to y'all for those of y'all that don't know. John Podesta's emails were compromised and they were leaked by WikiLeaks, and this is how the whole Pizzagate thing, came to power. So remember a couple days ago where I showed that dude torturing that little boy in the shower, and I thought it was hot water, but if you go back and look at it, I now realize that it was a fire lit on the ground, and they was burning the little boy in the fire. So John Podesta, who was on that tape torturing that little boy in the fire, these came out of his emails because his emails were decoded and proven to have lingo in there, as well as references to the same place, aka Comet Ping Pong, where that video surfaced of him torturing that little boy. So this is where the whole shit got, blew out when, blew up and given to the public when his emails got leaked. Now let's keep it moving.
In all, WikiLeaks dumped around 50,000 email messages, and it was from those emails that the claims that John Podesta may be part of a child sex trafficking ring come from. And to be clear, not one single email in the Podesta emails discusses child sex trafficking or pedophilia. That is a fact. But there are dozens of what seem to be strangely worded emails dealing with pizza and handkerchiefs. Self-described online investigators say that those words in the emails about pizza and the talk of handkerchiefs is code language used by pedophiles.
Now, Paul, I want to say this, okay? They're not saying I had fun with that little boy last night, okay? They're saying I had fun eating pizza last night and shit like that. Now, I don't want nobody, especially law enforcement, to sit here and act like you don't have enough evidence to convict these motherfuckers because they're not saying what they did. Because you take niggas to jail every day for talking in code, okay? I'm going to give you an example. I know a nigga personally who did 10 years in jail because he was friends with a nigga that sold drugs, but he himself did not sell drugs. And he left his daughter's Dora the Explorer book bag at his drug dealer friend's house. And once again, he honestly did not sell drugs. And he called his friend on the phone and told his friend, yo, I left my daughter's Dora the Explorer pink book bag at your house. And the phone was tapped. And the FBI snatched him up and gave him 10 years because they said Dora the Explorer was code word for bricks. Mind you, the nigga really didn't even, it really wasn't bricks. It was a book bag. It was really his daughter's book bag. So why am I bringing this up? If y'all can lock niggas up for just making shit up out the crack of y'all ass, y'all better go get this bitch straight the fuck up. Y'all better go get this bitch. I'm not playing no games.
So how did a DC pizza parlor get pulled into the story? Well, again, read any mainstream report and they indicate that Comet Ping Pong Pizza was somehow linked to this fake story and has no relation to anyone involved. But the truth is that's not true either. What media is ignoring is that the Comet Ping Pong Pizza place is actually referenced in the Podesta emails at least a dozen or so times.
Right. And
that the owner of that place, James Alfantis, is a friend of John Podesta.
Pause. The owner of Comet Ping Pong, which was mentioned over 12 times in John Podesta's emails, is friends with John Podesta. That's his man. And what he's about to tell you, which you can look up yourself, which I found out, is they consider this nigga one of the most powerful motherfuckers in the country. A nigga that's not even a politician, allegedly. A pizza shop owner.
He was actually named, this is kind of strange, by GQ magazine as one of the top 50 most powerful people in Washington.
Pause. How the fuck is the owner of Comet Ping Pong, who's not a politician, one of the top 50 most powerful people in DC? How? That's like the owner of Domino's being one of the most powerful, top 50 most powerful people in Washington, DC. How? So the only way he could be gaining his power amongst these crooked politicians is if he's doing some crooked shit. There's no other explanation for that.
Yes, we're talking about a pizza parlor owner. Now let's talk facts here. There is no solid evidence that Comet Ping Pong Pizza is being used to run a child sex trafficking ring. But there are some very strange connections between Comet Ping Pong Pizza and a second pizza place 2 doors over, Besta Pizza, and the accusations of pedophilia. Now this is where things start to get strange when you research the story. Now to begin, I need to show you a 2007 unclassified FBI document. That document, according to the FBI, contains commonly used symbols by pedophiles to express their preference in children. I want you to see these images here. These are the images. Notice this one on the end, the triangle. That image signifies something called boy love. The pizza place next door to Comet Ping Pong Pizza, Besta Pizza, well, this was their logo until only a few weeks ago.
See that shit?
You can see that the Besta logo actually contains the same image, I'm going to show you again, as that boy lover image. Interestingly, after Pizzagate investigators pointed this out, Besta Pizza changed their logo, and there it is now. They've removed the triangle. Also, Comet Ping Pong, owned by Alfantis, is the place where a number of performance artists perform regularly. Two of the groups that perform there, who you can see advertised, by the way, on this Comet Ping Pong poster.
Now, mind you, before you explain, let me just break down what he's saying. This is a poster from Comet Ping Pong, and two of the groups that perform there are groups. One of them right here by the name Things actually in their songs talk about how they like. And if y'all remember in the video I showed of John Podesta, that little boy, okay, I gotta say allegedly for YouTube purposes, even though we know it's true. If y'all remember at the end, the rock bands was on the stage talking about they like little boys and little girls. So these motherfuckers be having rock bands come in there saying all kind of weird ass shit.
Include a group called Heavy Breathing and another group called Sex Stains. Well, if you check out the YouTube videos by these bands, Heavy Breathing has songs that do joke about pedophilia, and the band Sex Stains has a video that includes, and you see it right there.
Look at
that same boy lover symbol.
It's in their fucking music video, dog. These motherfuckers got their damn boy lovers symbol in the video while they talking about they like.
Nearly identical to the one that the FBI does say is a code symbol for boy love. As I said, there are some strange things there. As for the owner of the pizza place, James Alfantis, well, he was one time in a relationship with David Brock, who ran Media Matters for America. Well, since Pizzagate began to blow up online, he has made his Instagram profile, Jimmy Comet, private. But an archive search of Instagram reveals a number of strange photographs and words with strange and disturbing images associated with them. Look, to the point where we can't show you those pictures. We're not even going to describe them to you because some viewers would find it too disturbing to share on TV. Now let's talk about the
Don't worry, I got it.
Was John Podesta's email that was hacked. In those leaked Podesta emails, John Podesta talks about his close relationship with Dennis Hastert, the former Speaker of the House, who was recently sentenced to 15 months in prison for abusing boys years ago. He was referred to by the judge as a serial child.
So, go ahead. Hold on, let me run this back before I go ahead. So John Podesta man was sentenced to 15 months for being a child. But the judge called him a serial child, which means, he does this shit on the normal. And that's John Podesta man. So John Podesta is connected to all the fucking, okay? I want to be clear on that. Straight up.
He was referred to by the judge as a serial child molester. According to the Washington Post, visitors to Tony Podesta's home in Falls Church got an eyeful when they walked into a bedroom at the Podesta residence hung with multiple color pictures by Katie Grannon, a photographer known for documentary-style pictures of naked teenagers in their parents' suburban homes. And to be clear, that just begins to scratch the surface of how strange some of this stuff is. And bear in mind, we can't get into a lot of the real details of it because of the limits on broadcasting this on television. But it is some very strange stuff. Now, keep in mind, again, there is no proof here that there is a child sex ring being...
That's the only thing I want to correct him on. It is fucking proof. They're using code words, but it is proof. Let's not do that. Because if it wasn't no proof here, then let all these niggas out of jail that's in jail, on conspiracy charges for talking in code when it comes to selling drugs. So if it's not no proof that these motherfuckers is, then it's not no proof on 90% of these conspiracy cases, involving drug trafficking that the FBI then placed on niggas. So that's the only thing I don't like him saying. He needs to say it like it is. They're not directly saying it. They're saying it in code, but it is proof. Let's call it like it is.
Rated out of a DC pizza parlor. Investigators have already proven there's nothing to the story, right? Well, actually, no. And that's what you need to know. For all that is here, there has not been one single public investigation of any of this. Not from local police, not from the FBI, no one.
You hear that? There's been no investigation of none of this shit. And we got to change that, y'all. We got to demand a motherfucking investigation. We got to demand a motherfucking investigation. I don't give a fuck who got to get hurt in the process. We got to demand a motherfucking investigation. I don't want to hear shit about no motherfucking election. None of that. None of that. Everybody that talks to anybody, any politician, anybody, we need to be asking these motherfuckers about Pizzagate and Frazzle Drip. And Anthony Weiner's laptop, John Podesta's creepy ass pictures in his house, and Hillary Clinton and his straight up. We need to be asking them what they think about Sidney Powell, who is the attorney for Michael Flynn, who's a fucking 3-star general who has been proven to have been set up by the deep state. That's why they just let him out. And we need to be bringing these questions up. I don't give a fuck who we're talking to. I don't give a fuck if the topic is it hot today? If somebody go live with Anthony Fauci or Joe Biden or one of these weirdos, they need to bring this shit up. I don't give a fuck if it's not on the topic or not. We need to put the pressure on these motherfuckers. Straight up.
That has to be the big question. Not for Podesta or for pizza parlor owners, but for law enforcement. Based on what may be or may not be here, the big question is, why hasn't any investigation taken place?
Period. Now, Sidney Powell, once again, is General Flynn's attorney. Straight up.
Warning, this video contains graphic details concerning the Hillary Clinton and the horrific acts she committed against a young. The footage found on Anthony Weiner's laptop caused some of the most hardened NYPD officers to weep, vomit, and seek psychological help.
And they didn't look at a fraction of the emails on Anthony Weiner's laptop.
So who is Anthony Weiner again? This guy and this guy.
Now let's go back.
This guy.
This nigga in the bed with a kid in the bed. But if you look, I got his hard. No homo. If you look, Why is your hard in the kid with in the bed with a kid? Let's see. I don't want y'all to just see these images and then just gloss by. Mind you, this nigga went to jail. Okay, this nigga was a New York State congressman. This nigga was in my state with corrupt ass deep state Cuomo, and the nigga got caught. He got caught a 15-year-old. Okay, this is the nigga in the bed. Okay, and I gotta say allegedly for YouTube purposes. But look, he's in the bed and his is hard, and he's taking pic. Now here's the thing: you gotta ask yourself. Okay, because we're grown. Let's just be grown here for a minute. Okay, you know how it go. You grown. You shoot a flick of yourself to the motherfucker you talking to. Okay, cool. You don't do that shit with no kid near you though. You don't do that shit with no in the picture. Let alone, who are you sending pictures to of your and your body with a kid there? Who the fuck did he take this picture for? Why are you in the bed with your on go with a kid and you flicking yourself? Who the fuck was this for? Who the fuck was this for? And can't nobody say he's not a because he's already been charged with being a okay? He was a 15-year-old girl. That's how all of this shit came out because they investigated the nigga laptop. So why are you in the bed with a kid, dog? We see the kid right here, and your is hot. Why? That ain't no grown ass motherfucking fine ass woman. That's you. That's a my nigga. Let's be clear on that. Now let me keep it moving.
And this guy.
This the same nigga. Look,
things seem to be going pretty great.
Told you. Look, he was a New York State congressman.
For Anthony, a congressman himself, he was married to Huma. Of course, that was before police began to.
Now he was married to this bitch, and if you know who this bitch is, Huma Abedin. This was a bitch that was working with Hillary Clinton, and this bitch they say was on the tape with Hillary Clinton, the kid. So her husband got knocked underage kids, and then she allegedly is on the tape with Hillary Clinton, a little girl. So all these motherfuckers is in the same loop. They all marry each other. They all hang with each other, party with each other. And when one of them get caught, they act like, oh my God, I'm so appalled. Bitch, you're not appalled that he was in this underage girl. You're not appalled that he's in a bed with a because you motherfuckers too, allegedly.
To investigate her husband, Anthony, who was ultimately sentenced to 21 months in federal prison for an illicit online contact with a 15-year-old girl. During its investigation, the FBI found emails on a private email server of Hillary Clinton's. Here's the document showing the seizure of the laptop. See, let me go back because I want to show y'all because I got all this shit. I got all this shit, but I just want to show y'all while I'm here. These are the actual documents. So I don't want nobody to keep talking about this shit is conspiracy. Shit is not no fucking conspiracy. This nigga got knocked with an underage girl, and upon investigating him, they caught this bitch Clinton on the nigga laptop because the nigga had a laptop. The nigga had a folder in his laptop that said life insurance, and in there was videos incriminating other political figures. So if he ever got caught for a crime, he could get out of it. And I think that that's why that nigga got so little bit of time that he got because he had something on everybody else. So all these motherfuckers do is just blackmail each other so that they can get out of the shit that they get themselves into when they get caught. Document showing the seizure of the laptop. What all was found on this laptop? Well, the NYPD source says that the Weiner laptop has enough evidence to put Hillary away for life.
So the New York Police Department said that on that nigga's laptop, there's enough evidence to put Clinton away for life. That's what the NYPD said. Now my question is, why this bitch ain't in jail for life? Why is this not in jail for life? Why is this bitch still on Twitter tweeting for it? Why is this still on Twitter making tweets? Huh? This shit from 2016. All this shit came out in 2016. It's 2020. Why is this not in jail?
It said that these emails include evidence linking Clinton herself and associates to money laundering.
Look, this from New American. See that? With children, child exploitation. See it on the top two. New York City Police Department sources could put and her crew away for life. Shocking evidence of such criminality has been found on ex-Congressman Anthony Weiner's laptop computer. Huh? This ain't no motherfucking conspiracy. Why is this not in jail?
Child exploitation with minors, perjury, pay to play through the Clinton Foundation, obstruction of justice, and other felony crimes. It's worth noting that this is not the first time the Clintons have been tied to crimes involving exploitation of children. Remember Laura Silsby, who was convicted of child trafficking? And how about this guy? You know, this guy and this guy.
Same nigga. John Weird Ass Podesta.
Internet sleuths discovered apparent evidence of pedophile code words being used in emails from John Podesta released by WikiLeaks. This was in November of 2016. Hillary Rodham Clinton, just when we think it can't get any worse with some of these corruptions we've heard about her, apparently there was a hidden file on Weiner's laptop with a video in it entitled Insurance Policy. Understand, this is no longer a conspiracy. There were a total of 12 individuals who saw this video, and 9 of those 12 people are now.
What the hell's going on here?
So far this year, there have been 9 NYPD, 7 since June. Last year, there were a total of 4.
The videos
see that? So they police officers that seen this shit and then making it look like a
described as pure evil. According to QAnon, the infamous White House insider, President Trump's recent announcement that he is going after high-profile sex offenders is directly related to this video. Now, this is my final warning before I go into detail describing this video. The bad video is of Hillary, Huma, and a little girl. They're terrorizing the child. They the child's while she was alive and put it on their faces to further terrorize the child. They were deliberately causing the child's body to release into the bloodstream so they could drink the blood when they put her out in the. This was what caused grown men to become extremely sick, and many needed to seek out psychological help after viewing it. The perpetrators all need to be hung by the neck until dead. These are very psychologically messed up, vile, demented, and soulless demons.
No, they don't. They need exactly what they did to that little girl done to them. They need their motherfucking faces, and they need to be tortured until they're dead. Just like they did that little girl, hypothetically speaking.
Multiple sources within the FBI and NYPD have confirmed the existence of this tape. And then, of course, recently, there's this.
In fact, I heard that the New York police officers who saw some of it, even though they're hardened investigators, literally had to go throw up. It's bad.
Because of Wienergate and the sexting scandal, the NYPD started investigating it. From the subpoena to a warrant, they searched his laptop and sure enough found those 650,000 emails. They found a link.
Pause. They found 600. Let me run that back. 650,000 motherfucking emails. Okay. This is Eric Prince talking straight up. Eric Prince is a former Navy SEAL officer. Okay. So go do your research on who's talking. These ain't just random motherfuckers talking. These ain't just, motherfuckers that's at home running their mouth. This is the attorney for a 3-star motherfucking military general talking. Okay. These are ex-Navy SEAL officers talking. These ain't just random motherfuckers. This is not a conspiracy.
Laptop and sure enough found those 650,000 emails. They found way more stuff than just the more information pertaining to the inappropriate sexting the guy was doing. They found State Department emails. They found a lot of other really damning criminal information, including money laundering, including the fact that Hillary went to this sex island with convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Bill Clinton went there more than 20 times. Hillary Clinton went there at least 6 times. The amount of garbage that they found in the emails of criminal activity by Hillary, by her immediate circle, and even by other Democratic members of Congress was so disgusting. They gave it to the FBI, and they said, we're going to go public with this if you don't reopen the investigation, if you don't do the right thing with timely indictments. And NYPD was the first one to look at that laptop. Weiner and Huma Abedin, his wife, the closest advisor of Hillary Clinton for 20 years, have both flipped. And Huma Abedin, his wife, the closest advisor of Hillary Clinton for 20 years, have both flipped.
So Huma Abedin, who was Hillary Clinton's closest advisor, as you just heard, for over 20 years, according to Eric Prince, who was a former fucking Navy SEAL, he said that she's snitching now, and that she's telling, on Hillary Clinton. And so all I want to know is what happened with that, because this shit from 2016, it's 2020. That bitch, I don't see that bitch in jail nowhere. The last time I seen that bitch, she was running for the motherfucking presidency. Then the bitch was talking about she think about coming back in the race. And so if y'all want to know why the bitch been out of the media and why she dropped out of the race, it's because all this shit came out. Now let's keep it moving.
Okay, they're cooperating.
An article from newsfromtheperimeter.com. Deaths become her. 9 out of 12 people who saw Anthony Weiner's laptop are dead. There were a total of 12 individuals who saw Anthony Weiner's laptop computer. 9 of those 12 people are dead now. Now that is a strange coincidence. Anthony Weiner is alive. Weiner shared the laptop with his estranged wife, Huma Abedin, a close aide to Hillary Clinton since 2000.
Now back to General Flynn.
Very clear violations of the Espionage Act and really no issue about intent, despite President Obama proclaiming otherwise. And of course, you realize the reason that Hillary had to be protected was because he was writing her on that secret server using an alias, which shows that he damn well knew and had approved in advance her use of the secret unsecured server. On top of that, there's the Anthony Weiner laptop, which I don't know if you heard this. I wrote an article about that too. 675,000 Clinton emails when they got Anthony Weiner's laptop in a search warrant because of all his sex perversion issues. It was all the Clinton emails, the Clinton Foundation, her Secretary of State emails, Huma Abedin's emails. Lots of people emailed Huma as a proxy for Hillary, and it included what Comey called I must wave my hands more than most people. The golden emails, because they were the BlackBerry backup emails that they were supposedly just looking for everywhere very diligently. Well, guess what they did when they found them on the Weiner laptop? They got a search warrant for things that didn't include the BlackBerry backup emails. So when they told us, when he stood there and said that day, we've reviewed all the emails now, there's nothing there, that was a bald-faced lie.
Pause. Now let me break down what she's talking about if y'all don't understand it. When Anthony Weiner got knocked, the FBI saw over 675,000 incriminating emails involving Hillary Clinton. And the FBI, underneath the direction of James Comey, lied to the public and said they didn't find nothing. But the reason that they lied is because they issued warrants for specific sections of the laptop that would make them purposely have to not go into the sections that involve Hillary. So let me give you an example. That's like the police get a warrant to search your attic, but the drugs is in the basement. And then they come out to the public and say, oh, we didn't find nothing in the house. Yeah, motherfucker, because you purposely ignored the basement. So the FBI tried to help this bitch, Hillary Clinton, stay scot-free. Straight up. Straight up.
They specifically did not look at the BlackBerry backups, and they didn't look at a fraction of the emails on Anthony Weiner's laptop. So one of the things, if I were the president, I'd do is demand the Anthony Weiner laptop and get it to the most trusted person in the military to take apart everything on it and then start using it. There's a lot that can be prosecuted. I have no doubt on that laptop. In fact, I heard that the New York police officers who saw some of it, even though they're hardened investigators, literally had to go throw up.
Now that's the attorney of General Flynn. That's the attorney of General Flynn, 3-star military general, who Hillary Clinton and Obama framed and who just got out. That's his attorney saying that. I don't want to hear nothing about no conspiracy, none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. Go get this bitch immediately. Go get this bitch. If you already got the bitch, let us know. Let us know. We need to know. But it's we got to blow this shit up. Straight up. We got to blow this shit up. Let's keep it moving.
After watching this, I couldn't stop crying for
Allegedly.
It was so horrific. And I couldn't sleep for almost a week. It's like you said, those who know can't sleep. I still don't sleep well sometimes due to this. And so I'll go into this, but I want people to know if you have children in the room, you might think about seriously taking them out for this part. Use your own discretion. If you don't think you can listen to this, don't. I will go into this in graphic detail. It's very disturbing what I saw. There's 2 different frazzled rip videos that I saw. And so it was on his laptop, and the policemen were throwing up and retching and crying, and a lot of them just couldn't live with it. They actually saw way more than I saw. And mine was bad enough. A lot of them, I don't know if they actually committed suicide or they were suicided, but a lot of the police that saw this aren't alive anymore. But the purpose of this is twofold: to bring up a demonic through the blood of the child. It's a witchcraft. The child's in the pentagram symbol thing. They're doing the incantation, and then they start torturing this young person that is, in one case, chained to a tree, and in the other case, to a bed. And the one with the bed had a doctor in it, and it's the one with the tree, which was a 10-year-old girl chained to a tree, was out in a forest area. It looked like an area I'm somewhat familiar. It looked like an area I know on the East Coast somewhere, in the big forest like you see in the Blair Witch Project, with those endless forests that go, if you don't have a compass and know how to orienteer, you get lost as heck. And so it's some big forested area. It's not trees like on the West Coast. It's more eastern, where you see more deciduous trees and less pine. And so she's chained to a small tree, this 10-year-old girl, and Huma Abedin and Hillary Rodham Clinton take this girl, and they start doing the fire in the symbol, and then they start cutting her up. And in the process of this, they cut her face on both of them. The one with the bed, the doctor does it, but they do it really crudely. The doctor does it surgically, but they cut her face off. And then Hillary wears it, dancing around the girl, laughing and giggling, and they're all laughing, and they take the blood and cover themselves. They're naked, and they cover themselves in the blood. Excuse me, it's getting a little wheezy. And they laugh and dance around her, and she's screaming, "Why are you doing this to me?" And finally, she's just begging for them, "Please just kill me." And then once they had the child sufficiently terrorized, which they did, in this case, this child had a lot of fortitude, so that wasn't enough to get her really terrified. They do a seppuku in Japanese martial arts. Harikiri is the term they used in World War II. They cut her with a Z across her stomach and pulled out her intestine. And then, excuse me, I gotta take a drink of water. Then, once she was sufficiently terrified and still alive, they reach up with, looks like some kind of forceps, kind of bit, very slender at the end, into the nose, and up into jamming it up into the brain. They knew how to do this, and they each one ate half of it. Hillary did it and offered it to Huma, and she bit half of it, and then the walnut, as they call it. And Hillary ate the other part, and then the blood's coming out the nose.
Please help. Someone close to me may be connected to the disappearance and murder of countless children, most of them refugees or otherwise disadvantaged, all in
AKA black children from third world countries. Okay, most of them black, but they doing it to white kids too. I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying it's only us, it's everybody. But I want to let y'all know Bill Gates is the main motherfucker, because Bill Gates is constantly in these third world countries. Okay, and he's constantly around black children that's impoverished because they're impoverishing them, and they're. Now I want to warn everybody right now. The video that you just heard this man describe. Okay, this man saw the video. Okay, and he's describing what he saw. Okay. So he said they cut the girl face off, they wore her face, and then she started begging to be a 6-year-old. a 10-year-old. They took her 10-year-old so bad, she started begging to be killed. And then they cut her stomach in a Z pattern and put her in while she was alive. Okay? and then they stuck a tube up her nose and her brain through her nose. Hillary Clinton did this shit, okay? And her assistant. Now, I'm finna show you the picture of the little girl. Now, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I didn't take the motherfucker. Don't come to my house asking me where I got the picture. I told you where I got it from. I got it off my Twitter, okay? If there's any law enforcement watching, you can go right the fuck on my Twitter and go to hashtag FrazzleDrip, which you motherfuckers should be doing any fucking way, and go get the same picture I got, okay? Because I'm not the only motherfucker with the picture. Now, with that being said, I'm finna show the picture of the little girl with her face ripped off. If you don't want to see it, turn the motherfucker off. I'm showing it because her story needs to be told. I'm showing it. And I'm letting y'all know I tagged Donald Trump and I tagged Hillary. So go on my Twitter, everybody. Retweet this. It's 3,580 people watching this live right now. I need 3,580 people to go on my fucking Twitter and retweet this motherfucker. Make this motherfucker go viral, okay? And let's get this bitch out here because this is unacceptable. I can't live a normal life with this bitch Hillary walking around on the same planet that I'm walking around on. Her or Bill Gates. And so with that being said, I'm finna show the image. Here we go. Here we go. Here's my Twitter, y'all. Here's my Twitter. Pharaoh_Otten. Go get the image. Look, I tagged Donald Trump and Hillary. I said, at real Donald Trump. Hillary Clinton, according to 12 New York Police Department officers, of which 9 are now. I mean, this little girl in the video found on Anthony Weiner's laptop in a folder titled Life Insurance. Please arrest this bitch immediately. Now, here's the image. Look. Look how they did her. Look how they did her. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look how they did this little girl. Everything he described, you see. You see they, okay? And you can still see she did. Her arms still suspended as if she was chained, okay? And somebody left a note down here, okay? Where the NYPD said there is not going to be an escape. Whatchamacallit, from what we found. We have copies of everything, and we will ship them to WikiLeaks, or I will personally hold my own press conference if it comes to that. And this is they said that this was said by the New York Police Department chief to the FBI. Look what they did to this little girl, man. Look what they did to this little girl. Look what they did to this little girl. We got to show it, y'all. We got to show it. We owe her that. We owe her that. I don't want to hear nothing about no, oh, I can't look at it. You motherfuckers watch all these crazy ass movies. You can watch this. We owe this little girl that. We owe her that. We owe her that. Get this bitch Hillary out of here, dog. I don't know how this bitch is still running around. I don't know how this bitch is running for president. I don't know how this bitch is doing anything. Get this bitch out here. Get this bitch out here. And I'm gonna just let y'all know I'm not none of them 9 out of 12 police officers. I don't even eat meat. I'm very healthy. So I'm gonna just let y'all know I'm turning up. If a motherfucker pop up on me, I'm gonna catch me one. I'm gonna let you know. But if the deck of cards is stacked against me, y'all know who to go get. Y'all know who to go get. Y'all know who to go get. I don't do drugs. I don't eat meat. I'm healthy. I'm not crazy. So I'm just letting y'all know if a motherfucker, if anything happened, go get that bitch and hold court in the street. You know what I'm telling you. You know exactly what I'm telling you. Hold court, go get that bitch and everybody around that bitch because we blowing the top off this. All that shit, all that motherfuckers to cover your trade, them days is over. Bitch, you pop up on me, it's going down for you. Straight up. It's gonna be 2 dead motherfuckers. And so my thing is, we need this bitch out here. We not asking, we demand it. And whoever don't investigate this bitch, we need you out here. So I'm gonna tell y'all what. I got 2 more months on parole. Let that bitch not be in jail in 2 months. Man, we gonna get deep. We gonna get deep. Fuck protest. We gonna go protest at the FBI building. That's what we're gonna do. We can go in the motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what y'all wanna do. We can go in that bitch and get the knocking shit. I don't give a fuck. We gonna make some noise about this. Oh, we're gonna make some noise about this. So I'm just letting y'all know we're not stopping. We not stopping. We wanna know, dog, why there's no investigations being done. Cause y'all don't hesitate to come down to the ghetto and lock us the fuck up for shit we not even really doing. So I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Let that bitch not be in jail by July. I swear to God, I'm gonna make as much noise as I can motherfucking make. I'm throwing Pizzagate events. I'm throwing Pizzagate gatherings. I'm throwing Pizzagate fuck a million man march. We gonna throw a million man Pizzagate march. We gonna bring out as many white people and as many black people as we motherfucking can. Huh? I'll put this shit on the shirt and everybody had this shit on the shirt. And we can go right to the FBI building and tell them motherfuckers, y'all better go get that bitch. And we ain't leaving until you go get that bitch. We don't give a fuck if you the FBI. Go get that bitch. Straight up. And so this bitch, that little girl that you see right here. And we're not letting it go. We're not sweeping it under the rug. If CNN don't want to talk about it, cool. All these media outlets don't want to talk about it, cool. I want to talk about it. That's what I want to do. I want to talk about it. I don't want to hear nothing about no motherfucking upcoming election. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that shit. Why is this bitch not in jail? Get that bitch, get her lawyer, get everybody around that bitch. The whole entire FBI that was employed underneath James Comey, them motherfuckers need to go too. Everybody who had a job working for a leader or a director of their organization that was corrupt need to either be arrested or fired. Don't give us a new FBI director, but they keep the corrupt staff. Nah, we need the whole motherfucking infrastructure reassessed. Don't get rid of Hillary and then keep all that bitch assistants and employees around. No, we need the whole motherfucker gone. We need a whole new FBI. We need a whole new CIA. We need a whole new everything. Straight up. And so I've been telling y'all, white people, we gonna help y'all drain y'all swamp. I told y'all that on my other channel, and I mean that. And I mean that. So call my phone, white people. Where's the white leaders at in the white community? Where's the motherfuckers that's on the same shit I'm on? Where's the patriots at? Hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Instagram, and let's start bringing this shit together. Let's start bringing this shit together. Where's white America? I'm telling y'all right where y'all at, because we gonna get deep. Let this bitch don't be in jail by the time I can move around freely. Let this bitch don't be in jail by the time I can move. We gonna make so much motherfucking noise. We gonna make so much motherfucking noise. We gonna make so much motherfucking noise. I don't give a fuck with nobody. And we can fight. If they want to fight, we can fight. We need this bitch gone. We need this bitch gone, and we're not leaving until the bitch get arrested. Her and all her friends. So I'm just letting y'all know right now. Let's get this ball rolling, dog. Let's get this ball rolling, dog. Hit me up. I don't want to talk to everybody because it doesn't make sense to talk to everybody. I want to talk to who got pulled. Where are the white people at in the white community that got pulled and that's on that bullshit for righteousness? That's who I want to hit me up. I don't need to talk to 1,000 motherfuckers. Give me 2 to 3 powerful white people that can make a phone call and get some white people outside, and I can get some niggas outside. I guarantee you that. I can make a phone call right now and get about 200 to 300 niggas outside. That's on go. And I'm not even talking about my fan base. I'm talking about niggas. And so my thing is, let's make some noise. Let's make some noise. Let's make some noise. Let me get my disclaimer. I'm not a domestic terrorist. I'm not a black extremist. Okay? I'm a nigga that wants justice for a mutilated and tortured girl. And we want to know why the fuck there has been no state level, local level, or federal level investigation about something that has confirmed to be true, involving the mutilation and torture of a child. I don't give a fuck if it's embarrassing because it involves a politician. The bitch, a child. Do y'all not see this image on the screen? So we need some motherfucking noise, dog. We need some motherfucking noise made. Everybody make sure y'all do me a favor. Screenshot this shit, download this shit, because you know how YouTube do. You know how motherfucking YouTube do. Thank you very much, Carrie. Thank you very much. Y'all know how YouTube do. YouTube be deleting shit. So everybody snatch this video and keep it. So if something happened to this video, we can throw it right back up, or somebody else can throw it up, however we gotta do it. Screenshot this, download this, post, share this motherfucker everywhere. Go on my Twitter, everybody right now, and share this motherfucking post. Make it viral. Tag the, I don't fuck what you gotta do. Make this bitch go viral. Because this bitch is out of pocket. And a lot of y'all might feel like, well, it ain't one of my kids. And that's the problem. You don't feel like you gotta do something because it didn't directly happen to you. Who's that says it can't be one of your kids? Who's that says it can't be one of your nieces or your nephews or somebody like that? And so my thing is, we need to spread this motherfucking awareness. And I'm letting people know I'm not no renegade. I'm not trying to, cause chaos in the country. I want people to live peaceful lives in this country. Black, white, Spanish, everybody deserves to be happy. But I can't be happy if the motherfuckers that I'm voting for is coming through, snatching babies up, chopping the babies' faces off. And so I'm gonna show the image one more time before I go. Okay? This is a little white girl. I'm a black man, but I'm gonna ride for this little white girl. And I'm gonna ride for all the little black girls and the white boys and the black boys and all the motherfucking kids that have been by these motherfucking societies. Okay? I don't want to hear nothing about no race, none of that. Kids is off limits. Kids is off limits. Now we grown. If you want to be grown and you want to argue with me about some ridiculous ass racist ideology that you have, even though that's retarded, we can do that because you're grown. Kids is off limits. I don't do, and I don't do, that's not what we do around here. I don't give a fuck if it's a white woman or not. We don't do rape. If I'm with a nigga and this nigga try to rape a white woman, I'm busting that nigga head. We don't do rape. I don't do weird shit like that. We can argue all day. I don't do the weird shit. The and the shit is off limits. It's off limits. Anything else, we grown, we men, and we can handle our business. If that's what y'all want to do. All that other weird shit, we ain't with. I'm not with all that. So I want to know, is this bitch in jail behind this yet? Because if I seen it, I know you seen it. And I know you seen it because that's how the fuck I seen it. The NYPD seen it. I'm in New York. So what's going on with this? We want to know what's going on with this one right here. So CNN not covering it. Fox ain't covering it. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? And so, like I said, I'm not tyrannical, but I need everybody to be aware that it's some psychopathic, satanic motherfuckers on the loose, and they happen to have billions of dollars. Straight up. And they asking you to vote for their ass. The congressman is corrupt. Okay? All of these motherfuckers is corrupt. About 90% of these motherfuckers is corrupt. The media outlets is corrupt. And the government that we form to secure our God-given rights is trying to give those rights to the God that they call Satan. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's not conspiracy. So I want to know what's happening. Feel what I'm saying? I don't feel Donald Trump is down with the get down. That's just personally how I feel. Some of y'all may disagree with it. I don't have a bad feeling about Trump. Now he may do some shit and change my motherfucking mind. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, damn, Trump. I mean, you on some bullshit. But I'm willing to take that risk because as of right now, I don't feel that Donald Trump is on no bullshit. And so all I'm saying is, don't just get the wilding out here. Don't go outside and commit no crimes, but pay attention. I want everybody watching. I want everybody reading. I want everybody paying attention. I want everybody to leave Donald Trump the fuck alone. Okay? And pay attention to these other motherfuckers that they telling you not to pay attention to. And so somebody said, watch Out of the Shadows. I'm about to go watch Fall of the Cabal and Out of the Shadows right now. Matter of fact, whatchamacallit? Somebody send me the links on Instagram. I'm gonna just watch them joints. And you know what I mean? I'm gonna allow them documentaries to update my mind. But as of right now, I want to know what's happening with this. So everybody blow this shit up. Everybody share this shit everywhere. I did this video. I did the Tony and Podesta, Tony and John Podesta have satanic and pedophilic art video. And I did the John Podesta on tape allegedly torturing that little boy in that shower video. And we need them bitches going viral. I need everybody to go to my Twitter and retweet this motherfucking image. I don't give a fuck how graphic it is or none of that bullshit. I need everybody to go retweet it, make this shit go viral. And, you know what I mean, let's spread awareness because even though this is not one of our personal children, it could be. And all children deserve proper parenting, whether it's a biological or adult or not. That we would have seen this little girl homeless on the street, we would have fed her because that's what rational and righteous adults do. If we would have seen this little girl on the street, dirty and in need of a bath and clothing, we would have took her home and bathed her and clothed her and fed her and loved her and raised her because that's what motherfucking adults do. I don't know where the fuck world y'all living in, but that's what adults do. You love on children and you raise them. And so I want to know what's happening with this. What's happening with this? Because this motherfucker's running around the world preying on children. And I'm not with it. I'm not feeling it. It's not sitting right with my spirit. And it's to the point where this shit is fucking up. I ain't gonna say it's fucking up, but it didn't jump in the way of everything I had going on. I had a whole nother direction I was going with my platform. And now I'm here because apparently the ancestors want me here. And then for two, this shit is so disturbing. I can't get off the shit. It's hard for me to just switch off and act like I don't see this shit. There's no way I could just go back to other shit. And so I can't lie to myself like that. So I need to know what's going on. I need some peace of mind. We all need some peace of mind. These children need some peace of existence. And we need to know what's going on. All I'm saying is what's going on. We need to know what's going on. Do we need to make some noise? Do we need to go outside these FBI buildings and protest outside these motherfuckers? Because we will do that. Do we need to go outside the White House and protest outside that motherfucker? Because we will do that. We need to know what the fuck is going on, dog. Straight up. Because this shit is out of pocket. With that being said, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody. I don't care what you look like, what community you from, what ethnicity you from. Save the fucking children, man. Put all that other shit on the back burner. We can argue and fight over that shit later. Save these motherfucking children. White people, y'all drain y'all swamp. Black people, we gonna drain our swamp. We gonna help each other drain each other's swamp as well. And we gonna drain all these motherfucking swamps because it's conglomerates of swamps that create one big ass giant swamp. And so, I mean, it's just what gotta be done. Black people, our swamp is this entertainment industry. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but that's our swamp. White people's swamp is law enforcement and politics. Black people's swamp is the entertainment industry and these celebrities. That's the black swamp. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You seen Jeffrey Epstein list. You seen his flight log. Nigga, your favorite rapper was on there. Your favorite actor was on there. So nigga, keep acting like you don't know. Keep acting like y'all don't know. And so white people, y'all drain y'all swamp. And I've been helping. I've been doing a hell of a job. I've been doing a better job than not all of y'all, but some of y'all. And so with that being said, let's drain these motherfucking swamps straight up. And with that being said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.